The Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan is rediscovering ways to get improved varieties and new genetics in the hands of farmers faster. Grower-led and checkoff-funded research initiatives are bringing about positive change. This grassroots leadership provides a strong voice in Topeka and Washington, D.C. Now is the time to partner with Kansas Wheat in moving wheat forward. Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers. Farmers investing in their future and yours. Log on to rediscoverwheat.org.
This segment brought to you by Farm Credit Associations of Kansas, lending support to rural America, and by American Ag Service, your DuPont Pioneer dealer.
Welcome back to Ag A&E in Kansas. I'm Brityne Rucker. Next, I bring you this week's Young Leader in Ag, Brooke Wallace. Welcome, Brooke.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Brooke, give us a little bit of insight to your ag background.
So I grew up a farm girl. I grew up riding horses. We had all sorts of animals. Both of my grandparents had cattle and farmed. So I was pretty much well immersed into that whole lifestyle. And I'm so thankful for that now in my life. And I see how much that, benefited me throughout the years. And it taught me hard work and perseverance and all of those great attributes that now have helped me in my career and all the activities that I've been involved in throughout my life.
So when deciding to college, Kansas State University was naturally your next step.
Yes. So I almost went to school clear out in California, and my home roots kind of reeled me back in, and K-State was where I landed. And, great ag school, great hometown feel to Manhattan, even though it was much bigger than my hometown and what I was used to. What throws people off, though, especially through my travels out throughout the U.S. Representing rodeo, is that I did not have an ag-based career. I got a degree in apparel design, so fashion design. And that was something that I just learned through my FACS classes, started sewing, and I loved it. And so that's why I pursued that degree. One thing that kind of links it all back together is that I love making Western wear. So showcasing the, cowboy, cowgirl look, the modest dressed and, something that's gonna last for years, your denim jean, your button-up shirt, all of those things. So that's kind of how both of my lifestyles really link back together, is that I'm designing for the cowboy and the cowgirl at the end of the day.
And if you couldn't tell by the cowboy hat, you are currently Miss Rodeo Kansas and Miss Rodeo USA. Why did you pursue that opportunity?
So being a rodeo queen has given me the opportunity to really showcase the Western lifestyle and promote rodeo, which is, the lifestyle of a lot of cowboys and cowgirls. And I grew up riding horses and in that type of work. And so it was just kind of something that came natural to me when I went to K-State and joined the rodeo club. And I was really busy with school. I didn't have time to compete in barrel racing in college. So this was kind of my way to link those two things and still be really involved. And throughout my years, I've held, I think, 6 titles now. And so about the last 6 years, I've been representing rodeo, and I'm proud to say that I'm the first lady from Kansas to become Miss Rodeo USA.
And I'm sure your year has changed drastically, like most of us have. How has that been, being Miss Rodeo Kansas and Miss Rodeo USA?
So last year in 2019 is when I represented as Miss Rodeo Kansas, and then I picked up as Miss Rodeo USA in January. And as we know, March was kind of the whirlwind month through, now and even more so. But at first it was hard. It was hard not to be able to fulfill my job to what I thought I needed to do. But at the end of the day, you just have to kind of look at it as half glass full, because, we can't change the circumstances we're in, but all we can do is, change how we react to it. So I've just looked at it in the most positive light that I can, and just continued to move forward. And rodeos are starting up. I've been on the road the last about 3 or 4 weeks, and then that's what it looks like it's going to continue into the next, the rest of the year, hopefully. So I'm just looking at it on the positive side, and I'm so thankful for social media and to be able to Zoom call with people, because that's how I've been able to continue to promote this lifestyle.
Absolutely. And to wrap up, Brooke, what would you say to someone wanting to pursue being Miss Rodeo Kansas and then moving on to Miss Rodeo USA?
It's one of those things, no matter what your goals are, no matter what your dreams are, I always promote the idea of dreaming bigger. So we set our goals and we set our dreams and our hopes, but just put that one notch higher. And that's going to push you to work extra hard to reach those goals, because if I would have never set the goal to be Miss Rodeo USA, I probably wouldn't have got there. And then, that realization came a lot when I had finally became Miss Rodeo Kansas. I had reached that huge milestone. And then to just look a little bit further, and that's where, becoming Miss Rodeo USA was a goal I set, and look where we are now. So it just goes to show that if you don't push yourself to try that little bit extra harder, you never know where you'll be able to get.
Absolutely. Well, Brooke, thank you so much for being on the program.
Thank you very much.
I'm Brityne Rucker, and this has been Ag AM in Kansas.
At Farm Credit, we partner with America's farmers who work hard each and every day to grow the food that we all enjoy. It's not an easy task, but it's an important one. Farm Credit is proud to work with farmers and ranchers, lending support in rural America.